So we were here today to catch sandpipers so that we can collect some important data on them to allow us to understand how they're using the habitat, their diet, their weight gain, movements in the area, and that sort of thing. So to do that, we use a fundy pull trap, which is a net that sits on a couple of metal poles. That is, when you get the birds to roost in front of it, you can pull the net. And that will fly up and over and land on the birds. It's a good way to catch birds that are roosting in high densities, because typically it catches a lot of birds and you want to be able to extract them quickly. And this is perfect. The birds don't get tangled in it to any extent, so we can get the birds out of the net quickly. Immediate period after we extracted them, we collected blood samples from a few of them with the objective of estimating the rate at which they're gaining weight. So we can take the blood plasma and do a measurement on it that allows us to figure out basically how much fat is in the blood, and that lets us figure out whether they're gaining weight at a good rate, which is of course really important because that's why they're here. They're stopping the Bay of Fundy to get fat so that they can migrate to South America. So if we can understand rates of weight gain at different sites, we can understand how well they're doing at those sites. So after we did that, we brought them into the banding cabin. At that point, we put little field-readable leg flags on them. This is important because it allows us to recite the birds both within this year and in subsequent years, so we can see how many are coming back. We can see where they're coming back to. Almost all of them returned to the same arm of the bay in which they were flagged year after year. So that told us a lot about their dependence on particular sites. This year, as I said, our goal is to understand migration patterns, movement, length of stay, fattening rates, diet in juveniles and adults in both the Bay of Fundy and on the Northumberland Strait.